Hey guys, what's going on? Love stage. Love you,
Ugh.
love stage.
Ugh. Fuck.
Fuck. All right, hold on. What is it?
Just fuck. Oh my god.
Dude, or was it the week that I was watching this? Because I watched it before, um, just to kind of screen it, and I basically just ended up finishing a ton of shows beforehand. Really shouldn't have done that, but um Um, like I saw my friends and I'm just like, ugh, and they're like, what's wrong? And I'm all like, so I gotta watch this gay boy anime.
It's within the first 10 seconds of the intro of episode 1, and I knew, and I paused it, went son of a bitch, and texted Andy, it's a fucking yaoi.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. I have no problem with homosexuality, whatever, blah blah blah. But in anime form, it's awkward.
Oh well, I mean it would be awkward anyways.
No, like, it's incredibly awkward because they make the male, at least one of the males, look ungodly feminine.
That is true.
Like, that's why it's so awkward. It's just because, like, at first it's just like it looks like, oh, a male and a female, but then like you have that realization where it's like, that's a fucking guy.
It's a trap.
Like, it's such a trap.
It's a trap.
Like, it's okay. Do you first off, before anything, do we recommend this?
All right. Well, I'll wait for you on this one.
If you're into yaoi and you can stomach it, I'd say actually yes. I didn't like. Me personally, I didn't like it because I just felt so okay. Well, I'll get into more explanation about that because I can't really say I hated it. But if you like yaoi, you can like watch it, I recommend it.
All right. Well, like I actually liked it. Like it had decent characters. You cared for the characters. It had a decent plot. The humor in it was great, dude. Like straight up. I'm going Kappa Pride. I'm not gonna lie.
The
Yep,
Shugo the brother was amazing.
dude. I'm like straight up. Like, dude, it was so funny. Like there were
Okay,
moments in there that were just so funny. And I had a great appreciation for that. I did like the characters. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not
yeah,
a huge I'm not hugely into the whole gay scene, but like
yaoi.
for a story, it actually made kind of an interesting story, right? Like,
Okay, so you're saying yes on the recommendation?
yeah, I'd reckon. Well, if someone was looking for something in the
Yes.
same vein, yes.
Yeah.
This is the
Okay.
most
So
love. This is the most love show that we've had during Love Month,
this
man.
is legitimately okay. Actually, no. Oh my goddess is pretty it was pretty lovey-dovey.
Well,
It just didn't progress as much as this one did.
that's true. Like, you didn't see a.
Within 10 episodes, it goes from two straight guys to them turning gay for each other and having the butt sex.
And having the butt sex.
Like, that is an immense amount of progression.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of like.
It's okay. Can I just add one thing real quick? It's kind of weird that I'm talking about progression and you were talking about the characters.
That's true.
That's really reversed.
But like,
But
no, like I appreciate it though. Like the amount of progression, I think was
it was
perfect. It
fantastic.
didn't overstay its welcome.
No, and every moment was actually pretty rememberable. Like, I'm okay. I like I said, the biggest thing that turned me off from this was the fact that it was a yaoi. It was just I felt super awkward in like the actual like lovey-dovey parts of it. It almost made me want to it almost made me wish I was watching Yamada's first time again.
Oh my god, that bad?
That's how awkward I felt.
Holy cow. Like, I get it. There's some awkward... Like, I'll admit there's, like, awkward moments, but, like, I never thought they were bad as Yamada's.
Like, it's one of those things where I don't know why. It's like I said, I don't have a problem with, like, any, like, homosexuality. It just in anime form, it weirds me out. And I think it's legitimately because Izumi, the main character, was unbelievably feminine, to the point where, okay, here's the summary. The main character is in a family where the mother, the father, and his brother are all like in the show business.
Yeah, all entertainers. The brother's a musician, the mother's an actress,
and the father was a professional singer.
Okay, that's what it was.
But he's now like in charge of a talent agency or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
And then you've got the side dude who's kind of playing a little like essentially another brother, is the manager of basically the family. Well, it's one of those things where they all want Izumi to get into show business.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to. He wants to be a manga artist because he's an otaku, a shut-in otaku.
Well, the whole reasoning behind him being a shut-in otaku kind of like played to that.
Yes. Well, the whole show starts off with like what looks like a wedding, and like a boy and a girl catching the bouquet and stuff like that. Later, you find out it's Izumi as a kid had to play the part of a girl and looks exactly like a girl, and then the boy, Ryoma, thought it was a girl as well because nobody told him.
No one told, yeah.
And like he just had this unbelievable crush that lasted 10 years, thinking it was a girl.
Yeah.
Then they wanted to do another. It was a wedding commercial. Then they wanted to do another commercial where the guy and the girl, like the boy and the girl who caught the bouquet, were now having the wedding.
Yeah, the 10-year anniversary.
It had to be the same cast. That was Ryoma's only thing because he wanted to meet the girl again. Well, Izumi had to play the part against his will more than anything because Shugo, the brother, bribed him.
And
which let me just say, it was amazing the way he bribed him.
Oh yeah, no, that was pretty funny.
Like he bribed him so well because like Izumi's favorite like anime or like manga was a series called La La Lulu.
Okay, can I say something real quick? Because I watched Love Stage before I watched what was the Oh My Goddess, right?
Yeah.
Like after watching Oh My Goddess, Love Stage made a whole lot more sense. Does that make sense? Like it actually put like a value to the amount of otaku that he was, right?
Yeah.
Because like I never watched it. I never watched like a magical girl show or anything like that, right? Nothing with like characters that interacted that way or anything like that. So like, because again, I have a stronger root in American cartoons, so watching Oh My God is afterward. I'm like, Love Stage makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Anyways, so they actually did the commercial, and Izumi dressed up like a bride, a woman, and the moment you see it, if somebody showed you a picture of it, it'd be like, wow, she is really beautiful. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Like, I paused it when they showed her, like, God damn it, when they showed him dressed as a woman, like, I paused it. I actually went on my computer and looked up that one little bit from Star Wars of Admiral Akbar going, it's a trap. Just because, why not? And
oh my
so,
God.
like, they do that. the thing goes off without a hitch. Ryoma still thinks it's a woman. Everybody still thinks Izumi is a woman.
Yeah.
And they promise to keep the secret. Well, after the thing, Ryoma comes up and confesses. Well, then Shugo hears everything. And he's just like, "Yeah, too bad." He's like, I'm not giving up my little brother that easily." And then he's just like, "Who do you think?"
Bruh?
It's like Ryoma knows who Shugo is. He's just like, it's like, "Well, you don't have a right to say, brother." And then it's just like, yeah, and
the pantsing.
Yeah, pretty much it's just like he undressed the top part. He's like, "See, male," and then Ryoma is basically like, "She's flat chested." So so Shogu just lifts up Izumi's like dress just to show the dick, just like,
God.
"See, all male."
My favorite scene is the elephants. Oh my god!
That was really funny.
I laughed
I'm not gonna
so
lie,
hard.
the elephants are actually pretty funny. Okay, other than the fact that it was like cringy for as Yaoi for me, this series was actually good. I'm not gonna deny that.
Dude, I'm gonna give you it. I'm gonna give you it because you said the series was good.
Like it wasn't a bad series. Like the characters, yes, were very likable. Like Ray the manager and Shugo were fantastic.
Yeah,
you could tell Shugo was fruitier than a fruitcake.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Like he just screamed it. I just found it funny that during the commercial, Ray calls Shugo, be like, "Hey, can you talk to your brother? He doesn't want to do the commercial." He's just like, and then like as he's walking down the hallway, he's just like, "Yeah, I'll make sure to talk to him." It's just like, "What are you doing here? I thought you were recording." "Oh, well, I just decided to come visit." "You were recording in London."
Yeah, not like it was like anywhere close.
You just decided to say screw it. God, he just didn't. They didn't care. He just didn't care, and I loved it. But there's one part in particular that really it set up a lot because it set up like a lot of the character of Ryoma because Ryoma decided to like deny that like having feelings because Izumi was a boy, but then he realized it's like, well, these feelings that I've had for 10 years aren't going away. So suddenly I like penis.
See,
that's what bothered me. Is like, it's one of those things where like, I understand. They made him just seem like, oh, he's suddenly gay now, instead of just like, oh, well, he's bi, which I buy that.
To be fair, he's been fantasizing about the same person for 10 years.
Yes, thinking it was a girl.
Yeah, thinking it was a girl. Okay, that's fine, right? But like at the same point, like if you obviously have that much of attraction to somebody, like
yeah, but it's one of those things where like growing up, he didn't really like it never showed that he had like why do you think he freaked out so much? It was because like he never had those kinds of things for a guy, but then realizing it was a guy, he was just like, oh, but it doesn't mean that he only likes guys now. They should have just played off as like, oh, well, he's bi, but no, they made him like turn full on homosexual.
To be fair, he could be bi, but like from the viewpoint of the show, he's trying to go after Izumi.
Yes.
Right?
It makes sense.
So it's not that he's like pure gay, it's that you're only seeing him being gay.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Izumi was in the end played off more bi than anything because he still was like with like the whole like fantasizing about like La Lulu like the anime character and her and everything like that, but then being like, oh well, Ryoma actually cares about me and I do him as well.
Dude, Ryoma fucking pulled so much weight that time. Like throughout the entire show, like
he was there for a lot of shit and helped him a lot.
Yeah, dude. There was some.
To be fair though, he was kind of making it up to Izumi for almost raping him.
Yeah, that is kind of a.
That was not good. That was not okay.
Dude, there was a lot that was like just on like there was a lot that was like on the edge of being horrible, and like.
Yeah. And then at least Shugo came in and just fucking double like fist drop like blitzcrank crit him in the head.
Oh,
did you like that reference?
Oh yeah, no, I appreciated it.
But yeah, it was a show, like, to say the least. Like, did you have a favorite episode?
You know what? I have to say the elephant one because the elephant one just sticks out in my mind as one of the funniest fucking moments of so many shows. Because like this show is mainly like not taking itself too seriously, but like it has serious moments, right? And then all of a sudden on the left, like at the beginning of the show when he's like just absolutely crushed that he's fallen for a guy. Right? And he's just devastated and then just like surrounded by elephants, which is what they use to censor the nudity. I'm like, that has to be the funniest fucking thing. And like I couldn't explain it to anybody too, right? Like I'm all like I go up to my friends and I'm still laughing because it's just ridiculous, right?
It
and my friends are like, "What are you laughing about?" And I'm all like, "Elephants?" Like it doesn't work.
Because
man.
you just sound weird if you said elephant penises.
Exactly. It just sounds weird. Like I have to explain that the elephant was symbolic of the penis.
Like I'm not gonna lie. So I really like after I watched this series, like I watched it close to when I was going to bed, and I'm just like, I'm really tired, but I need to watch something else before going to bed because of the amount of yaoi.
See,
within the last 2 episodes was ridiculous.
Yeah, the last 2 episodes kind of
like correction, the last episode and the OVA.
Okay, yeah.
Like it was pretty bad, and then it was one of those things where I ended up rewatching like 4 episodes of Monster Musume, just because I needed boobs.
Of course.
I was tempted to do DxD, but there were so many episodes I had to choose from. I could have chosen from, but like with Monster Musume, I pretty much know what each episode is. I've watched it that many times.
Yeah, I could see that.
So like it was. I personally didn't have a favorite episode.
Okay.
It was like each episode had its moments.
That is true, and that's kind of why I liked it too. Okay, so like we were talking about, or you were talking about, not we, you were, which is amazing. We're talking about the amount of progression, right? So yeah. The thing is the amount of progression through the entire series is pretty drastic, and like, but like each episode has its own arc, right?
More or less, yes. Like towards the end, they all fit together, but it was like there was something in each episode that was like a conflict.
Exactly, which I believe is a very, very good way to run a show, right? Like that's what kicked me out. Like that's the same thing that kicked me out of Log Horizon, but like. In this show, the amount of progression worked out really, really well because there was at least something to keep me interested in each episode.
Yeah.
So
they accomplished in like 10 episodes what some animes take like 40 some to do.
That is true.
Because like it was a thing. I will say though, all of like Izumi's family, like the males with like the yellow eyes, how they have like the blue at the top, that is actually very pretty. I like that, like the color like the two different colors.
Yeah, and that was the I think that was the whole start of the.
That was the key point. Was like a marble or like a good luck charm had like the same kind of colors that the eyes were. That's how Ryoma kept remembering Izumi.
Yeah, that became kind of a thing.
But yeah. So we've done a bunch of positives and negatives.
Oh yeah, no, there's
We've talked a lot about the show. We haven't really done too much random bullcrap.
I know, right?
So, do you have anything else you really want to add?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah, we kind of discussed everything. Like,
Yeah, we like stayed on fucking topic. What happened? Wait, go to the list. What the fuck's what's on the list still?
we went over everything. We've done recommendation, the plot / summary, characters, favorite episodes, positive, negatives. The only thing we haven't done is, well, we did a little bit of random bullcrap, but next week.
So that butt sex though?
Okay, so the OVA you didn't watch. It was literally like what happened afterwards.
Okay.
And like Ryoma had to go away for a couple weeks to shoot something. He comes back and like Izumi doesn't want to be alone with him because he like is remembering how much his ass hurt afterwards.
Yeah, I remember the whole ass
So-
dirty.
So he asked Ray, the manager dude, to tell Shugo, the overprotective brother, that he was going to be going on a date with Ryoma. So it turned into a 4-way date because you find out in the last episode Shugo and Ray fuck each other,
Yeah.
which is, I'm like, okay. So
Just drop that one in.
I'm just like, yep, just gonna leave that setting. Like, okay. And eventually it was just like, Izumi told Ryoma why, and so, like, Izumi's freaking out because they didn't talk for like a couple days, and then Izumi goes to Ray for advice. Ray's just like, well, if it hurt that badly, then why don't you be the one to be the dominant one?
Yeah, bend him
And
over.
how about you have him take it instead? So he goes over to Ryoma's expecting to do that. Ryoma did research, so hopefully it wouldn't hurt anymore. So they make the butt sex again.
They make the butt sex.
Again. And then it was, I guess Izumi was a lot happier because he didn't hurt. And he's just like, oh, I came over here because I wanted to insert it with you. And then Ryoma's just like, oh, he's just thinking, he's like, what the fuck? He's like, thank God I researched.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, just that part, I'm just like, oh my God. But Izumi's just like, but it's okay now. I don't have to. It's just like, you subservient bitch.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Like you
it's really
knew
funny.
Izumi was gonna be the receiver.
Oh yeah, no, you could tell. Like his personality just screams.
He's so submissive.
Yeah, no, his whole personality is I take it in the butt. So like
God, I try just trying to keep this episode censored while talking about gay sex.
I know, right?
I need to take another shower because I feel unclean right now. God, I'm gonna need to fucking watch something.
Oh shit. Oh wait, what are we doing next week?
Yes, next week.
Fuck. Alright. Yeah, we're doing stuff next week.
Do we wanna do one for another Love one, considering it's gonna be March, or do we wanna just go to the next theme?
It doesn't really matter because we have no suggestions for Unlucky Month right now, so
We do have a couple. We do have the two.
we do have our two, but that's not
Yeah.
gonna be an entire month. So why don't we just bleed it over, considering we don't have any suggestions?
Well, I mean, within the month or so, we'd either come up with our own or something. I don't know.
That is true. I don't know. I had a hard enough time thinking of an unlucky show.
You already thought of one though. It wasn't that hard.
Yeah, an American show, an American cartoon. Thank you.
Yeah, and I've seen it, and it's fantastic.
That's true.
just like you've watched. Did you finish Love Hina?
I stopped watching after a certain point.
But do you understand why I chose it for as unlucky?
Yes.
All right. So, well, yeah, we'll just bleed it over.
All
Why
right.
not?
Sankria. Girlfriend zombie. There you go.
Huh. I haven't started that yet. So
I think it's what its American translation is my girlfriend is a zombie or something like that.
Oh, sounds fantastic.
It's well, you'll have to
I
I
still
was
can't
gonna
believe
I was gonna
fucking
say
gave
my
me-
opinions. I'm like, that's not the video we're on right now.
I still love how your suggestion to me was still Yamada's first time.
You still love that?
One of my coworkers has seen it.
Dude, I can't believe
And she understood what I was talking about when I was like talking about it at work.
Oh my god. I don't know. I have a love-hate with that show. Like, that show is so rough to watch, but I love it.
Yeah.
For like, it's just, that's a thing.
Alright, so yeah, Sankria or whatever, however you pronounce it, it's gonna be the next one. So
Stay tuned for that next week.
if you've made it this far in the video,
Which no one does.
yeah, we're kind of dumb.
Sad day.
Oh well,
Day
we do this for us. We're having fun.
What happened?
And we do it for you guys if you've made it this far.
That Cap of Pride, though.
Did that cover work?
I guess.
I guess. You
don't
sound
care.
so disappointed right now.
I don't care. I'm messing with pictures.
Oh my god. Just end the video.
Fine then, be that way.